And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis. Alongside me is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
And here's how the lineup looks for Foxes. Gabriel Paulista plays alongside Nacho Fernandez in central defence. And so many different ways. Must score! And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So the Foxes restart the game, and it's up to them to show invention and perhaps to level it. Wirtz. A very good tackle. And since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Galavine. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. Schlager. Florian Wirtz. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. It could have been awkward for the goalkeeper. Well, he's gone back and shown him a yellow card, Stuart.
Well, that was a poor challenge. The referee wasn't going to forget that, was he?
Taken short. And a useful cross. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Perfect tackle. Wirtz. He continues his run. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Can he take the chance? And a goal to really bolster things for them. Two in front.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Two-nil here, and the ball is moving again. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Schlager. Really vital interception. Raum. Well, no stopping him. In position. And a really good diving stop. Playing it in. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Andre Silva. Really good challenge. Füllkrug. Useful looking ball. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the defending was non-existent. That should never happen.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Garavine. Well, possession ceded. Andre Silva. Garavine. And space to exploit, maybe. Will it be Marco Verratti? A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. No space for them here. Makes the move to the inside. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Nacho Fernandez. They've given it away. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, it petered out. Marco Verratti. Verratti. It's been slipped through by Marco Verratti. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? And still dangerous. Medina. Alexander Galavin has it. Aidara. Can he put it away? Just couldn't get it through. Can he put it away? A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. stop here. Verratti. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. And he might be through here. Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control whatsoever. That's a real waste.
Florian Wirtz. On the ball, Schlager. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Schlager. Florian Wirtz. Lee Dong-jun. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. But really sticking to their task defensively. Füllkrug. Alexander Galavin has it. And in with a real chance. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And that is offside. Here it is now, a substitution. Andre Silva. And a long way out here. And foiled only by the crossbar. And in the end, no damage done.
Well, I have to say, I thought that looked to be going in. It was such a good effort.
Yes, a really open flow to the game. End-to-end stuff. He's given us away. Lee Dong-jun. Andre Silva. Lee. Difficult to stop him. He's under real pressure here. Mukiele. He's got space. Electing to cross into the centre. A very effective clearance. Lee Dong-jun. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Medina. Here's Mukiele. Haidara. And can they exploit the space out wide? And a decent delivery. Well, that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Florian Wirtz. Buchanan. Well, not hard to read that pass. Just 15 minutes remaining. Wirtz. Buchanan. Very quick thinking there. Galavine. Here's Füllkrug. Füllkrug. Haidara. Alexander Galavine has it. Read it well. Wirtz. Well, the final whistle approaching, and this has certainly been an away day to remember. Stuart, your assessment.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Schlager. Lee. Andres Silva. Determined block. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. 5 minutes to go. Schlager. Lee Dong-jun. Firing it towards goal. And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Kusunu. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Good use of advantage by the referee. Teammates in the middle. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances, we saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
And the referee... And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And Sterling has it. Müller. Just the challenge that was required. Modric. Well, after considerable speculation, we finally get to see İlkay Gündoğan wearing his new colours. A gargantuan talent, but what should we expect to see from him, Stuart?
Well, he can do everything a central midfield player needs to do. He can pass it, he can wriggle out of tight situations, and he can defend. Let's hope we see those qualities today.
Not the best challenge, free kick. Well, the referee electing not to show him the yellow card, Stuart.
And I think it's the right decision. It is a foul, but it doesn't deserve a card.
Jamal Musiala. This is Müller. Müller! Well, the goalkeeper managed to make the save without much difficulty in the end. Intense pressure. And intercepting it. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Rudiger. And they could face difficulties here. Ter Stegen, it's an unbelievable save. Luka Modric with the corner. Sterling. Intelligent threaded pass here. Sterling. On to Müller. Gündoğan. Now with Sterling. He takes aim. Superb block. Rafinha. And scope for them to produce something exciting. He's trying to create something. Gündoğan. Getting in there to intercept. Now doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Benzema. And he takes on the shot. Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. And in by Luka Modric. Well, not the best clearance. Marino. They couldn't maintain possession. Füllkrug. Benzema. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Breaking at pace. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. And now, passing it through. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. And given away. Well, nowhere close to the goal when all was said and done.
Well, from that sort of position, you should really be testing the goalkeeper. Has to hit the target. It's not a good attempt.
Jamal Musiala. And the ball back with La Celeste now. Going well. Might jump in front. And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Loves to attack from the wide areas. He's got to score! Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Benzema. Here's Modric. Benzema! Oh, keeper dealt with it. A corner from Modric. It's in the net thanks to Karim Benzema.
Well, here it is again. It's a good delivery from the corner, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. Space on the flank. There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Sterling. And Sterling has it. Oh, surely! Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
Corner kick played in. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Alexander-Arnold. The first half here comes to an end. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Can he finish? Well, what a stop that was. Rudiger didn't fool the keeper. And the referee will go back now to the earlier incident. Yellow card it is. And over comes the corner. Well, very effective play in possession. Mahrez. Now with Gundogan. And return to Mahrez. Still could put it away. Oh, wonderful goalkeeping.
Well, you have to say, from that sort of distance, that's a wonderful save.
Over it comes. And up the post. And turned onto the woodwork. Chance to play it in. This could level it. Gundogan. Now with Mahrez. Sterling. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside. Well, there it is. La Celeste have struggled in terms of possession, but they've certainly shown an ability to counter-attack when they win it back. I expect more of the same. I think it's been a really good performance from them so far.
More defending for them to do here, though. And a chance to level it. Oh, a goal! The equaliser! They've completely changed the equation.
Well, as you can see here, Mahrez gets beyond the challenge of the defender, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, you've really got to give credit to the entire team, because this was a bit like climbing Mount Everest. Making a bit of headway. Well, the supporters think it's on, making sure it didn't get past him. Mahrez. Mahrez. Mahrez takes it in field. Not a good pass. Wonderful challenge, and a throw-in coming up. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. Can they forge ahead? It's in, and this really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have controlled this game.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? This might have potential, but really sticking to their task defensively.
the ticket office.
Müller. And he has options available. A terrific pass. Well, it all counts for naught. 15 minutes left for play. Benzema. Dias. Van Dijk with it. Gundogan. Musiala. Good technique displayed. And possibilities inside the box. Cuts in from the flank. Oh, could be. Oh, back of the net. And a debut goal to boot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Mahrez. This looks promising out wide. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. And the counter looks on here, options available. Vinicius. Mahrez. Now, what can they produce on the flank? And space to cross it. Sterling. Could be. Opportunity missed. And a substitution in the offing. Messi. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Benzema. Determined defending. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Oh, great attacking play. Müller! Nicely saved. Trying to deliver it accurately. No way through. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Going well. Might jump in front. And there it is, the breakthrough. That will do nicely. The corner from Modric.